Good evening and welcome to this special breaking news report. In the last hour, reports have emerged that Russia has launched a surprise missile attack on Ukraine. The move, which has been met with international condemnation, has plunged the region into chaos and uncertainty. As we go live to our correspondent on the ground, we have confirmation that the missile strikes have targeted key military and civilian infrastructure, causing significant damage and loss of life. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing buildings in flames and plumes of smoke rising into the sky. In response, Ukraine has declared a state of emergency and has mobilized its military. The president of Ukraine has issued a statement condemning the attack and calling for international support. The international community has also condemned the attack and called for an immediate end to the hostilities and for diplomatic efforts to be made to de-escalate the situation. Experts are speculating that this could be a major escalation of tensions between the two countries, which have a long history of conflict. The situation is of great concern to the international community as it threatens the stability of the region and the security of Europe. As the situation unfolds, we will bring you the latest updates and expert analysis. Our correspondents on the ground will be bringing you the latest information and eyewitness accounts. We will also be joined by experts in international relations and military strategy to provide analysis and context to the events unfolding. This is a developing story and we will keep you informed as more information becomes available. Here we leave you with some images.
Руку чувствуешь?
Пошевели пальцами, нет? Сейчас доктор сделает укольчик, будет полегче. Вдвоем. Там же под тобой мои ноги, под тобой мои ноги. Все, что ты кидаешь, падает на них. Сейчас, подожди.
Тривога була б зараз чи не було?
Ні, не було тривоги. Тривоги не було, то і ніхто не сподівався на таке. О 6 годині ранку. Що спали, як обично, всі. І почули взрив. Вийшли на вулицю, тут вікна повилітали. Вийшли на вулицю, дивимося, тут вирва. Навіть нічого не поняли.
Infrastructure. Source: BBC News. Date: Sunday, January 15, 2023. Russia launched fresh waves of missile attacks across Ukraine on Saturday, killing at least 12 people in a strike on an apartment block in the eastern city of Dnipro. A number of other cities, including Kyiv, Kharkiv, and Odessa, were also hit. Much of Ukraine is now under an emergency blackout after missiles hit power infrastructure in several cities. Earlier, the UK said it would send Challenger 2 tanks to Ukraine to help the country's defense. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said the Challengers, the British Army's main battle tank, would help Kyiv's forces push Russian troops back. Russia responded by saying that providing more weapons to Ukraine would lead to intensified Russian operations and more civilian casualties. Later on Saturday, a day when Ukrainians celebrate the Old or Orthodox New Year, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russian attacks on civilian targets could be stopped only if Ukraine's Western partners supplied necessary weapons. What is needed for this? Those weapons which are in the depots of our partners and which our soldiers are waiting for so much, he said in his nightly video address, adding that his forces shot down more than 20 out of 30 Russian missiles fired at Ukraine. The devastating strike in Dnipro hit the entrance of a 9-story building, turning several floors into smoldering rubble and leaving 73 injured, including 14 children, Ukrainian officials said, in what is likely to be the worst attack in months. A sizable crowd gathered to watch the rescue effort at the site of the strike, while others joined rescue workers in a desperate search for survivors. There were urgent calls, human chains of volunteers clearing rubble and torch beams, piercing thick clouds of dust and smoke. In his address, Mr. Zelensky said debris clearance in Dnipro would continue all night. We are fighting for every person, every life. So far, 37 people have been rescued from the building, including 6 children, officials say. There is no information yet on why the apartment block was the object of such devastation, as it is some distance from the nearest power facility. On a day when Russia seemed intent, once again, on targeting Ukraine's energy grid, this could have been one of the less accurate missiles in Russia's arsenal, or something brought down by Ukraine's air defenses, although on the face of it, this seems a less likely explanation. It has been 2 weeks since the last wave of Russian attacks on Ukraine's power grid. Mr. Zelensky said of the energy infrastructure facilities hit on Saturday that the most difficult situation was in the Kharkiv and Kyiv regions. Ukrainian state energy company Ukrenergo earlier said round-the-clock consumption limits had been set for all regions until midnight local time. Officials in the West and in Ukraine had begun to wonder if Russia's energy war might be coming to an end due to a possible shortage of suitable missiles, and the evident fact the strategy has yet to break Ukraine's spirit. Saturday's attacks suggest Moscow still thinks it is a tactic worth pursuing. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and share. Don't